Yeah, no.
Hi, Angie.
Hey, Kaylee.
How's it going?
Good. You?
Good. I'm just going to do a quick sound check. You sound okay. And can we just test your camera?
Yeah, no, it's not working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you just going to present?
I'll just do verbally if that's all right.
Yep, that's okay.
Okay, excellent.
Wonderful. And I see that we have a Brittany joining us today. Brittany, can you just use the chat box to identify if you're from ballet? If so, I'm going to promote you to a panelist. Wonderful. Oops. Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm just promoting some of our presenters to panelists. So I'm just taking a moment. Wonderful. Brittany, can we just test your camera and your audio?
Can you hear me and see me?
Yes, I can.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Okay. All right. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Steph. How's it going?
Hey, I'm doing all right.
Good. I'm just going to test your camera if that's okay. So if you can turn on your webcam, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm just getting organized here.
Sounds good. Perfect. All right. Got about 13 minutes until we get started. Oh, hi, Nick. If you want to just use the chat box to communicate, that'd be great. All right, just making sure we've got everyone here joining us.
Can you hear me all right with my headphones?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just letting a couple more people sign on. We'll get started in about 11 minutes, but we are just waiting for a couple employers to sign on. So we'll just give them a couple minutes to do so, and we'll test their mic and their camera. If there's anyone currently listed as an attendee, but they are presenting today, please raise your hand and I will promote you to a panelist. Perfect. I've got someone here listed as Tugay Erton. Not sure who that is. All right. So we will begin in about 9 minutes. We have about 60 people joining us today, so it may take a while for them to sign on, and we are still waiting on a employer.
Hi, Kaylee, can you hear me? Just wanted to test my audio.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, great, thanks.
No problem. All right, hello to everyone who are just joining us now. If you are presenting today and if you're listed as an attendee, please just raise your hand or comment in the chat box and I will promote you to panelist. This webinar is set to begin in 7 minutes. All right, we've got someone listed as a place to breathe. Hi there, how are you? For the person who's listed as a place to breathe, are you an employer today?
Hi, Kaylee. No, it's Sherry from NPI.
Oh, perfect. Awesome.
I'm trying to rename this right now for you.
Awesome. Perfect. And then whenever you're ready, we'll just test your camera to make sure it works.
Absolutely. There we go.
Awesome. Perfect. Wonderful. So for those who are listed as panelists, feel free to keep your camera on. I will be controlling the spotlight. So that means who our audience can see. Once you are spotlighted, you'll know. There'll be a notification in your top right corner, and you'll be the only person that our attendees can see. So thank you to everyone who's just signing on. If you are currently listed as an attendee, but are scheduled to present today, please write in the chat box or raise your virtual hand and I will promote you to panelist. All right, we're set to present in about 5 minutes. We're just waiting on 2 more employers. So our first presenter today is Professions North. Please note that there may be some scheduling changes based on whether or not we do get the attendance from our employers today. But I will introduce each of you before you present.
Why can't I hear anything? Okay, so now I can't hear anything.
Oh, sorry, my mic was off.
Can't hear you. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Mark, are you from DMC Mining Services? Oh, Brian, I see that you're here. Wonderful. And do we have a representative today from Greater Sudbury Plumbing? If you are, please just raise your hand and I will promote you to panelist. Hi, Brian, you're promoted as a panelist now. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I did just get your email.
No, I think the technical difficulties are on my end. Absolutely.
Okay.
Very much user error.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No worries. Perfect. Did you want to just text your camera to make sure it works?
Yeah, give me a second.
Wonderful. Awesome, looks good. So we'll get started in about a minute. We're just waiting on one more employer. So if anyone joining us is listed as an attendee, but if you are scheduled to present today, please just comment in the chat box or raise your virtual hand and I will promote you to a panelist. Perfect. All right, I see that there's more people joining us. We'll just wait a couple more minutes. Sorry, rather one more minute, and then we'll get started. As I've mentioned previously, if anyone is scheduled to present and they're listed as a attendee, please raise your virtual hand and I will promote you to a panelist. And our first presenter today is Professions North. I'm going to begin my opening remarks shortly, and then I will call upon, I believe it is Maryse Tremblay joining us today. All right, hello to the new attendees. If you are listed to present today, please raise your hand and I will promote you to panelist. All right, so I think we'll get started. I'm just going to check the attendee list one more time. All right, so without further ado, hello everyone and welcome to the Chamber's first ever virtual job fair. My name is Kaylee Worski and I am the events coordinator here at the Greater Sudbury Chamber of Commerce. Recruiting just the right employee and searching for that perfect job amidst this pandemic is difficult and presents many barriers. To help address this challenge, we hope our first virtual job fair will help ease the burden and provide some positive outcomes. For our member employers, our Jobs in Greater Sudbury portal has been created to provide you with another tool to profile the opportunities within your companies. It's a free resource you can use whenever you have a job vacancy. And sorry to stop my remarks, but I do see that someone here has raised their hand. So I'm assuming that is Greater Sudbury Plumbing. I just want to confirm that. Is the Zoom user Greater Sudbury? Is this Anthony?
No, it's not.
Okay. Sorry, I do see him here. Sorry about that, guys. Perfect. Anthony, you're now promoted as a panelist. So if you are a job seeker, you've come to the right place, as our job fair running both today and tomorrow from 10 to 11 a.m. will showcase just a sample of the hundreds of job opportunities available within the city of Greater Sudbury. You too should visit our Jobs in Greater Sudbury portal to see an ever-changing wide range of job opportunities available. Visit the portal at sudburychamber.ca /jobs in Greater Sudbury. And with that, let's get on with the job fair. I'd like to thank our event partners who are also valuable community resources to both our employers and job seekers. Joining us today are Employment Options Emploi, Professions North, Northern Policy Institute Matchmaker Program, and thank you all for joining us today. Our appreciation also goes out to the employers who are participating today to share their current opportunities available within their operations. Welcome to Valet, Technica Mining, DMC Services, and Greater Sudbury Plumbing and Heating, and Service Master Sudbury. If anyone joining us today has any questions for our employers, please use the chat function and we will have them answered. I'd like to start by introducing one of our service providers today, Professions North, to share a little bit about their services. And with us today is Maryse Tremblay. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaylee, for the opportunity to speak about our program, Professions North. My name is Maryse Tremblay, and I'm the coordinator of employer engagement and mentorships. Professions North is a government-funded project of Laurentian University that has been assisting Northern Ontario employers with their recruitment needs and assisting internationally trained professionals residing in Ontario to reach their career goals at no cost since 2010. We are the only bridge training program in Northern Ontario. Our mandate is to assist our clients who are all internationally trained professionals residing in Ontario to reach their career goals by bridging the gap between education and work experience and ultimately assisting them to obtain employment in Northern Ontario. Some of our client services include assisting with creating a professional resume, cover letter, and a portfolio, interview skills support, cross-cultural training, referrals for credential evaluation and accreditation, access to working and mentoring opportunities, and employment connections across the North. Our clients encompass numerous occupational fields such as engineers, IT professionals, geologists, accountants, managers, environmental scientists, and healthcare professionals. All of our clients reside in Ontario and are legally entitled to work in the province. So if you're an employer based in Sudbury or elsewhere in Northern Ontario, seeking professionals for your positions, we can provide you with a variety as well, such as assistance with your recruitment needs, job posting creation, pre-screening candidates for your postings, and employee retention support. More information about our program can be found on our bilingual website. It's professionsnorth.ca. And you may reach us through email if you have any questions after this webinar as well too. It's info@professionsnorth.ca. And please be sure to follow us on social media as well. We are on Facebook, LinkedIn, and on Twitter. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you, Maryse. Any questions for Maryse? Just wait a moment. All right. I'd like to introduce our first employer from Valet. Joining us is Brittany, Trades Recruiter. Welcome, Brittany.
Hi, thank you for having me. Okay, so I do have a little bit of a PowerPoint presentation that I put together. So I'm just going to share my screen if that's okay. All right. So yes, I recruit for the trades here at Valet. So I have a job ahead of me because we are actually we have an expansion project going on right now at South Mine. So we have to find staff for that. So I'm here today to kind of talk to you about some of the opportunities that we have. So a little bit about Valet. We're a global leader in the mining industry, and our mission is to transform natural resources into prosperity and sustainable development. Our vision is to be the #1 global natural resource company in creating long-term, long-term value through excellence and passion for people and the planet. Our values are life matters most, value our people, prize our planet, do what is right, improve together and make it happen. And we live by those values. So we do have a global presence. We're in 5 continents, over 38 countries, and we employ a lot of people. So here in Sudbury, we have over 100 years in operations. We have 6 mines, a mill, smelter, and a refinery. And we are one of the world's largest integrated mining complexes. So in this picture here, what you'll see is that I have included a picture of underground at Garson Mine and 2 aerial photos of Creighton Mine and Taunton Mine. So the career opportunities I'm going to talk to you today about are the trades opportunities that we're seeking right now. So we have a lot of positions available right now for millwrights, maintenance electricians, instrument and control techs, and HDETs. So if you're interested in any of these positions, I would definitely suggest you visit our valetjobs.ca website. And once you're on there, you can apply directly to these positions. However, if say one of these positions isn't for you, you can also sign up for our job alerts. And that way, when a job does come up that is well suited to you, you can just go and apply because you'll know. So we are definitely a equal opportunity employer, and because diversity is what makes us great. So please, everybody apply if you're interested in a career opportunity here at Valley, even if it's not one of these listed trades. However, for me, I would like to see those trades because that's what I look for. But other recruiters look for other stuff too. We have a lot of jobs, so please go and apply. Now, Kaylee, I believe you'll be moderating some questions. I probably can field a few more questions.
Yes, certainly. So we did get one question from German. He says, I'm a drilling technician from Fleming College. Does Valley have any entry-level jobs available in the drilling, surface, or underground sector?
We do. So I think the postings are going to be going back up, and we'll be actively recruiting for the underground laborers come the new year. However, right now I do know that there are surface positions that are posted for both Sudbury and Port Colborne operations here in Ontario.
Wonderful. Thank you. And so are you hiring just in Sudbury, or is it elsewhere?
I take care of all maintenance for Sudbury and Port Colborne, so Ontario, where our team takes care of mostly Ontario, but the other locations are hiring. You would have to go and look at their jobs specifically. So we have Newfoundland operations, we have Thompson operations, some corporate functions that are located in Toronto. And I feel like I'm forgetting something, but we're the other straw there.
Wonderful. We have another question here from a participant. Is Valley open to hiring apprentices at this time?
Yes, I love apprentices. So the one thing to note about apprenticeship opportunities is you gotta apply to the actual, so if you're a millwright apprentice, you gotta apply to the millwright requisition in order to be considered. So when I go through the requisition, I would shortlist you as an apprentice, and I would save you in the pool for when I have an apprenticeship opportunity available. One of the first things to note though, if we do have agreements with our local colleges that we do have to, anybody who we brought on as a co-op would get preferential pick for those apprentice opportunities. And then once we've exhausted those resources, we would then go to external hires that weren't our previous co-ops. But yeah, I am expecting more apprentice opportunities in the future.
Wonderful. Thank you, Brittany. We have another question here. It says, would there be any supply chain positions required with the new South Mine project?
Supply chain, not sure what they mean by that. So what would happen is for local 6500 maintenance, any position that comes available at South Mine, we do have to post that internally. So once it kind of gets posted, and whoever bid is successful into that posting gets their position posted internally, and it kind of does that 3 times, where the fourth hire or the fourth vacancy is where the external hire would be going. For production, which would be like your underground laborers, you'll see that some can go directly to South, some do have to be posted internally, so they end up going somewhere else. And then for supervisors, anything staff related, they would be hired directly into the plant as they needed for that shift or for that position.
Great. Another question here. The surface jobs online have been up for some time now, i.e. transportation operator and surface labor job. When will you be filling these positions?
I think there's multiple positions. I'm not the recruiter, but I know that there are multiple positions, and they're steadily going through the requisition to look at all of the applicants and presenting them to the hiring managers for selection.
Wonderful. And then there's another question here. Do you offer part-time jobs, about 20 hours a week?
I have yet to see one. I think we typically deal with full-time positions here. That's a good question. I'm not 100% sure, but I just haven't seen one before.
Great. I've got one more question, just kind of going back to your hiring apprentices. This person writes, so anytime I apply as apprentice to an open position, I am placed in a pool?
Yep.
Perfect.
I take every single person in our that apply, and I shortlist them based on their criteria. So either if they're red sealed, if they're apprentice, and then the others, they wouldn't make our minimum hiring criteria.
Great. All right, one more question. Do you hire HVAC people?
So I know that with our combustion technicians, for example, one of the things that I look for is if they have HVAC experience. So since I've been with Valet, I've hired 2 people that have had HVAC experience. However, I also had their combustion technician certificate, so like their G1s and stuff.
Wonderful. All right, any other questions for Brittany? Oh, actually, there's one more that just came through. Do you hire unlicensed HD mechanics with experience?
So part of our minimum hiring requirement for HDETs was lowered. So we do hire HDETs that don't have their red seal. However, they have to have at least 10 years experience in the field, and they also have to have a diploma in HDET. So heavy duty equipment technician mechanic diploma.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Brittany. Thanks for sharing your job opportunities. If you do want to get in touch with Brittany, we will have her contact information in a follow-up email after this event.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we also have Employment Options Emploi joining us today, and here to advise us of their services is Lynn. Over to you, Lynn.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lynn Ainsley. I'm actually an employment consultant for Employment Options in the Valcarin office. I'm here today to talk about our free services. They're also bilingual to both job seekers and to employers. At this time, we're currently offering virtual services for your safety, but for those with no access to a computer, we can provide a scheduled in-person appointment to assist you with those needs. So basically, for job seekers who are looking for assistance, we have a resource center that you can access computers, our faxes, photocopiers, our phones. You can look at any up-to-date job posting and other resources that we would have available. We also provide assistance with resume writing, development, and also assistance with cover letters if need be. We have also one-on-one assistance with an employment consultant so that you can get that one-on-one help. We can assist you with job search strategies, job interview skills, career planning. So if you're unsure what type of career that you may be wanting to look into, we can assist with doing some career cruising with you just to kind of give you some insight of what to look for. We have job trials and work placements that we can assist you by placing you with an employer to see if that would be a match. Also, we do offer one of the programs that is called Second Career. This is an Ontario ministry funded program, which provides individuals who have been laid off with skills training to help them find employment in other occupations which are demonstrated in high demand within Ontario. The intention of the Second Career program is to return individuals to employment by the most cost-effective path. If you want more information about the Second Career program, please reach out to us. We also do referrals to other community agencies and support if we feel the need is there. We offer training supports for individuals who are eligible. So that could be assistance with transportation costs, protective personal equipment, other expenses related to a new employment that you would get. Also, we do offer services to employers. So we are in touch with a lot of employers across the city of Greater Sudbury. So we create job postings for them. We share them with our clients, we share them with the public, and we ensure that they're all on our social media platforms. We complete placements with employers. We offer them wage subsidies to offset the training costs for new employees. We do assistance with employers' recruitment needs, hiring and screening process if need be again. We also assist with the apprenticeship program. So if employers are wanting to apprentice someone, we assist with that path. Also, we provide signing bonuses for new apprentices. And we also offer what is called the Canada-Ontario Job Grant, where employers can access funding to support eligible training for existing or new employees. So Employment Options basically has a lot of different programs. They're constantly changing with what the ministry feels is in need. So if ever you would like additional information, please contact us. As you can see, I have the 3 sites up. We have the Valcarron, the Sudbury, and the Chelmsford offices. If you need more information about any of those offices, please let us know. And you can reach out to us by phone, email, LinkedIn, or Facebook. And just a quick reminder that our services are bilingual, so sont disponibles en français. Merci beaucoup. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lynn. All right. Joining us today is Technica Mining, also here to share their opportunities. Welcome to Stéphane Mayot, Recruitment Coordinator, for being here with us today.
Hi, thank you. Yeah, so I can tell you a little bit about Technica. I don't have anything set up for presentations or anything like that, but at the end of the day, we are a full-service mining contractor. We are based out of Sudbury, been in business for approximately 20 years. When it comes to the services that we do provide in mining, it's pretty much anything with the exception of shaft sinking that we haven't done yet. Also, we are not only based out of Sudbury, we do have an office that we opened up about 2 years ago in Quebec, Val-d'Or, Quebec. We do quite a bit of work locally in the basin, outside of Sudbury in Ontario, outside of province, and also outside of the country. So right now, with positions open, we are looking for quite a few construction miners with some specific experience, along with welders. In the office, we also have an opportunity for an accounting clerk to help support the office here, and then also in Quebec. So it would be based out of Sudbury, but bilingualism is required for the position. Another thing that we have as well is we have a training program for new miners. So anybody that's gone through the Common Core program, looking to gain on their experience from that program, we have an extended training course that we're sponsoring. So it would be free of charge, and this allows people to gain extra experience on a few extra modules that they wouldn't have gained in the Common Core program. So we're also looking for people that are new to the industry, that have their Common Core but haven't had the chance to get their foot in the door or get started that way. So those are the positions we have open. Other positions within the company that are not open at the moment, but pending some changes soon, would be all the trades. So electricians, heavy equipment mechanics, millwrights. On the mining side, we obviously I went over the construction, but we do a lot of development mining as well. So any skilled development miners locally in Sudbury or outside of Sudbury as well. And we also have some open positions on the shaft maintenance and logistics side for cage tending and things like that. So that's what we have open at the moment. And when it comes to our process for recruitment during the COVID times, we are allowing people to come to the office, but we also are offering interviews and things to take place virtually, whether it's via webcam or just over the phone. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for now, and I can field any questions if there's some out there.
Great. We'll just wait a minute to see if any questions come through the chat box. All right, here's one now. It says, I would like to become a jumbo operator, but it is not clear to me what is the entry-level job leading to that position. Has Technica Mining any entry-level jobs? I'm a drilling technician from Fleming College.
I'll start with the beginning here. I don't think that there's a clear-cut path to becoming a jumbo operator specifically. I mean, that falls under the development side of things. Essentially, I can only speak to what Technica does. Yes, we hire entry level. I don't have any entry level positions open at the moment. For us as a contractor, that changes quickly, but if the end goal is to become a jumbo operator, I think somebody needs to just do the best that they can to try to get in. There's no magic formula. Once somebody has the opportunity to get in, they gain experience from there. Outside of getting your Common Core, ministry modules are given in the workplace through training and working along the way, right? So it's not like somebody can just go to a training center and get all these different modules and be good to go. It's work-based training. And for us, it would be developing our staff within, so some people, have the goal of becoming a jumbo operator. So, as opportunities become available, they move through that line of work more on the development mining side. Some people are not into that and they prefer the variety of construction, right? So, maybe their skill sets will be better off that way, and, we'll give them opportunities to gain different modules and experience on the construction side of things. So, yeah, there's no specific path. I think somebody that's looking to do that needs to get their start, and then from there be open with their employer about what their goals are and what they want to accomplish once they're working.
Great, thank you. Another question here, any apprenticeship opportunities?
I don't have any apprenticeship opportunities at the moment, no. We do hire apprentices all the time. Our ratios right now are maxed out, but I'm always encouraging people to apply and follow up as well. We do have a general application on our website, so somebody that is looking for work can express interest that way, and obviously they can always follow up, but I don't have any openings at the moment for apprentice.
Thank you. Another question here. Do you foresee any positions coming up in the supply chain / purchasing area?
It's possible. There's a couple opportunities that are on the horizon that if awarded would open up a lot of positions, and anybody in the supply chain area would that would be one of the positions I would certainly open up, because we have those roles in all our projects in one way or another. So to say for sure, I don't know, but it's possible. We have all those positions within the company. Yeah.
Thank you. And what is your hiring process for this position like?
For supply, well, the hiring process for us is the same regardless of the position. So typically we would, shortlist applications and set up interviews that way. Some people have, other demands, or not demands, but things that they need accommodated, whether it's, they can't work out of town, or they can only work in town, or, vice versa. And then from there, based on what we can support, some projects you need to hire some people that are already trained up and ready to go. Some other projects we are bigger, we can support a wider range of skill sets and do a lot more training. So it all depends. But I mean, pre-screening for mining, beyond an interview, reference checks, and then ultimately from there we can make a decision whether we want to offer somebody a job.
Awesome, thank you. One last question. When a person applies, do you take a close look at their cover letter, or is the resume the only required document? I
look at both. Oftentimes there's a lot more info in the cover letter, but I read both. If somebody applies without a cover letter, I certainly don't discount them. My job as the recruitment coordinator, I don't actually make any decisions for anybody. I'm the mediator between, applicants and project managers, right? So even if somebody applied with 2 lines on their resume, it would be my job to even call them if there was something there that looked valuable to get more info. Yeah, if they apply with a cover letter, I read it. If they don't apply with a cover letter, I still consider them for sure.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Stefan, for sharing your job opportunities from Technica Mining.
Okay, thank you.
All right, now it's time to hear from DMC Mining Services on its job opportunities. And here with us from DMC is Brian Welsh, Senior HR Business Partner. Welcome, Brian.
How are we doing? Everybody see me right now?
Yeah, a little blurry, but we can see you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Welsh. I am the Senior HR Business Partner with DMC Mining. Give a little background on who we are. We are a member of with KGHM. KGHM is a Polish company. They've been around about 50 years. So you might remember little different iterations of who we are, Dynatech, FNX. We are now DMC Mining Services Limited. We have been very fortunate in the last few months to be awarded a lot of contracts within the city and up north, and we've been hiring like crazy. I could say in the last probably 2 months, we have put in anywhere between probably 120 to 150 people that we have brought on. This is due, in my opinion, of a reputation of getting our job done, getting it done efficiently, and doing it in an extremely safe manner. And that has allowed us to be awarded contracts. We are currently looking at multiple contracts, hopefully being awarded. And this is the mining world, so there's always contracts to be awarded. There's always something down the pipe. And a lot of hurry up and wait. If anybody's ever done any drama in their back in the day, then you would know to hurry up and wait would be the terminology. To current opportunities that we have, we are currently looking for, electricians. We are looking for mechanics. We have hired in the last 4 weeks a number of apprentices, both in the electrical and the mechanical world. Development miners. We are looking for administrative staff. As we grow and we get these contracts, we have to grow our administrative staff. So we have purchases, project controls, to general administration, to front-end help. We have really done it all in the last little while. This is being generated a lot from, if you go to our www.dmcmining.com and go to our career section, you will see a section in there that you can build a profile. And what's really great is we use a company called Taleo, or a program called Taleo. I can go to that and I can search. So you may be applying for a purchasing position, but I have a project controls, and I can go in and I can find that. So it's really important if you're a job seeker to have to go into our portal and build yourself a profile, update that. So we always have something up to date for you to be able to go in and I can look at it, scan it, or my coordinator can, and we can get that out to our project managers, our superintendents, to make sure that we have the most up-to-date resume for you to be able to put you to go to work. So right now, if you are a mechanic apprentice, electrical apprentice, I'm looking for your resume, and I'd like to get you to work. And if you're mining, looking as to get entry-level positions, we've got a number of contracts that allow us to do that now. So we're bringing people in under road crews. They're being trained underground, and they're getting their Common Core, and they're building from there. They can prove who they are, and then opportunities come. Somebody asked about, how do I become a jumbo operator? Well, it's like any other job. You got to go and do the work, and you got to prove yourself. And from proving yourself, opportunities will come. Our Canadian operations manager was a mine tech not many years ago. Great success story. I tell the story every time I do an onboarding. He has been an amazing, inspiring story as he came in as a mine tech, and hard work, dedication, brilliant guy. And now he's our Canadian operations manager. We promote from within. So great, inspirational story. And that's the beauty of DMC, is that once you're here, sky's the limit. You want to travel, we can travel. We are an international company. We're doing work all over South America. We're doing work, doing work all over Europe. And we're only growing. So this is a great opportunity to be here with a group that is actually growing. It's fantastic. Currently, like I said, apprentices, laborers, underground construction, development miners. If you're an Alimac miner, have experience on the Alimac, definitely need your resume. I will put my information on there. So if you want to send that to me directly, you can send that directly to my email for a resume, and we can communicate from there. With that, I will take any questions you might have.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Brian. We do have one question. This person writes, I'm a Cambrian College business student graduating in December. Are there any entry-level opportunities in the business-related positions you mentioned?
Yes, absolutely. So what we've done is we take that business background and we'll probably move you into purchasing or project controls, and allow you to use that skills that you've learned. I'm a business graduate from many hundreds of years ago. And we're going to use all those skills that you've learned, and we're going to push that into an area, whether that be purchasing, project controls, project management, that kind of thing. We will use them skills to grow your portfolio and your career for sure. And then opportunities will grow as you grow.
Great, thank you. Are you hiring any millwright apprentices?
Not at the moment. We're not at the moment, although we do have millwrights that we've converted to heavy equipment operators because the skill set is very similar, or into the welding side of things. Now, in terms of, we've hired 3 millwrights about 3-4 months ago. We have the jobs available, just not at the moment in time. So really important to have your resume with us, because if there's a couple contracts that are coming up that if we are fortunate enough to receive them, I'm going to need millwrights for sure. So make sure you have that in our queue. Make sure you get that resume to us, build that profile on our website, and then I can go to that when that opportunity, hopefully that opportunity will come up in the next couple of months. And if it does, then we can go directly to your resume instead of, my preference is always going to that profile list before I go public to put it out. The reason being, it's quicker, it's easier, and we can get you working. I can keep my project managers much happier when they're getting resumes within a day or within a couple of hours versus getting it within a week or two. So that's why it's important to get to create a profile on our website.
Awesome, thank you. We've got a lot of questions coming through. So the next one is, any hiring opportunities for junior engineers, mining, rock mechanics, and ground control?
If they're engineers, if you're coming from an engineering, we have a full estimating team. They work through Vaughan. Vaughan is our head office for Canada. We have an estimating team that works here at Valcarin. So if you're looking on the engineering side, we absolutely have opportunities for you. Ground control, if you're looking to get onto site, absolutely. We'll have to, I don't have anything at the moment in time, but I would more steer you into the engineering side so we can get you into estimating, get you into doing some of our project controls or some engineering as well for the work that needs to be done. So I did hire 2 EITs recently. And if we get those additional contracts, I'll need a couple more EITs to help in. So I'd really steer you more to the engineering side of things.
Thank you. So the next question, does DMC have any plans to hire development constructions miners in the near future for Sudbury Basin work?
Get me a resume today. We are absolutely looking. We are growing at South Mind. We are growing at Hemlo. Hemlo is a campsite job. The job right now is scheduled to be there in April. Our goal is to go there and blow it out of the water and be there for a very, very long time. So if somebody's a construction miner, development miner, doesn't mind a 2-week, 2 in, 2 out rotation, we can use your resume today. And if you want to be the 5-4-4-5 schedule here in Sudbury, which probably is preferable to most people, we are constantly looking for that background. So if you have that background, get me your resume for sure.
Awesome, great. Hope that helps. Another question, do you have the underground entry-level jobs posted on the DMC website?
Not at the moment right now. With the big surge that we've had in the last month and a half, I'll be honest and say that I have not put them out, the ads out, and that is on me. Mainly because we've had a surge of resumes and I just haven't had time, and it's been just crazy. So the resumes that I'm receiving, we have a tremendous amount of walk-in resumes. I don't mind that, but they just basically get scanned and sent off to the superintendents. So everything that I've received, I send to them, and they're picking and choosing which ones they like. And then we're at that point in time conducting our interviews, doing our background checks there. So it's really important that you get that to us. I would never, if I'm looking for work, I would never rely strictly on companies putting a portal out, or, they're great because they're great tools that we use to generate resumes. But when jobs come up, I'm going to go to my resume bank first. And at that point in time, if I don't have anybody there quickly, then I'm going to go to a job portal or a job site. For me, and that, I mean, we all recruit differently. Everybody has different ideas. But for me, having that here leaves me to have a running start. My superintendent asks, and then I look like a hero because I didn't do much, but I look like a hero because I handed him a resume within hours. And that's always my goal. So I like to do my recruiting a little ahead of time, get those resumes so I have them, I have my bank, and then from there I go in. So if you know the kind of jobs that we're looking for, you could apply within our career page. You could apply and actually put in there, I believe, what job you're looking for. So having it here ahead of time is very, very important.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brian. We did have a couple other questions, but I will be providing Brian's email in the follow-up email after this event. So please contact Brian and include your resume if you see a fit. So thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate your time. Hopefully we'll see you working for DMC soon.
Wonderful. Thank you. All right, Northern Policy Institute has joined us to share information about its Matchmaker program. Representing the Matchmaker program is Sherry Mayer. Welcome, Sherry, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. Can you see me okay? All right. Thank you. Thank you, Sudbury Chamber of Commerce, for hosting this wonderful event. I'm with the Northern Policy Institute, which is an institute based in Thunder Bay, and they are policy experts. So what they do is they study the local labor markets, the immigration trends, they study policy essentially. And from there, they identify gaps where services are needed and where policy can be adjusted. The project that I work on in particular is called the Matchmaker Project, and I work with internationals in particular. So I work with people overseas and I work with people who are here. So if you are watching and you're part of the fair and you're a temporary resident, international student, new immigrant looking to secure employment and looking for opportunities for permanent residency, then you can reach out to me because that's what I do. So I help people generally with employment matches. I work closely with employers and I work closely with you, the newcomer, to gain everything that you need in order to gain that perfect opportunity. So I won't speak too much about the background of everything, but we do have quite a roster of people on our list right now. So if you are interested, please reach out as soon as possible because there is a little bit of a waiting period. But we do work in tandem with many community service providers in order to help support you best on your pathway toward employment. So by 2041, with year 2041, we need to attract and retain up to 150,000 new immigrants in order to help sustain the Northern Ontario economy. And that's the reason for this, part of the reason for this project. So if you're an employer as well, and you're part of the fair and you're looking for talent long-term, I do have a highly skilled roster. So please do get in touch with me as well. And I'll share some information with Kaylee that she can share with you at the end of this. And that's all I wanted to say today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sherry. I do have one question from the audience. This person writes, do you have positions available for alternative academics?
Positions available. So maybe you can explain that a little bit more, whoever's asking the question. Alternative academic in what sense?
All right, we'll let this person answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't see a response.
You can reach out privately to me if you'd like as well. I'll share my email as well.
Wonderful, will do. Thank you so much, Sherry.
Thank you.
All right. Joining us today from Greater Sudbury Plumbing and Heating is Anthony Davis, Operations Manager. Over to you, Anthony. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. So I'm Anthony Davis, Operations Manager of Greater Sudbury Plumbing and Heating, where we take care of residential and commercial plumbing and heating needs. So that could be anything from taking care of a leaking faucet for a customer, or maybe helping a customer build a new home and they're full mechanical, so they're full plumbing, heating needs. Also taking care of commercial jobs, so new builds like commercial establishments like a Mark's Rip warehouse or a renovation of something for the school board. So we're currently hiring for any experienced plumbing and HVAC technicians. So what that means is if you're an experienced plumber and maybe you're looking at maybe expanding your skill set, we can offer filtration training. We have backflow technicians on staff. We do a wide range of variety from service to new builds to new construction to commercial. And then for HVAC staff, we're also hiring a experienced HVAC technician, and with that we can offer a full G1 training, residential air conditioning. We take care of boilers, furnaces, services, new install. So the range of full mechanical for plumbing and heating in a home or a commercial establishment is possible. And we do offer a great great competitive wages, pension, benefits. We make sure that our guys are well taken care of. We have a great organizational culture, a lot of young staff here, so the atmosphere is great. The environment's very positive. So we make sure to sort of keep that work environment going. And then in terms of the best way to get into any field, I think is just putting your name out there, and we can offer you training in the hours necessary to kind of put you up the ranks to ensure that you reach your potential, which is really what we hope for. I think the best thing to focus on is for me personally is just work in the trades, because I feel like it's underutilized, and I think in the next 10 years we're going to start to see a large demand, even though it's already occurring, with a lot of shortage of members to take care of it. So now is a great time to get your foot in the door and be primed for that explosion. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anthony. We do have one question. This person writes, do you have any jobs for general laborers, someone with roofing experience that is willing to train in other areas?
So right now we are focusing a little bit more on plumbing and heating, because that's our main core service. We do have a couple of general laborers on staff because we do a lot of labor intensive jobs, and sometimes we are patching a few things for a customer. But it can't hurt to put in your resume if as Brian was mentioning, we have a bank of resumes that we pull from first when we are looking for positions. So if you do want to reach out with some information, then if that position does come available, I have someone to contact.
Awesome. Thank you. And how much experience are you looking for in the HVAC? I have 1 year under my belt as a residential installer. Not me personally.
Yeah. If you're if you're a certified G2 gas technician, then from there I can work with you. We can feel you out over your first 3 months and kind of see where you're best at, put you there, and then build from there. So even 1 year experience is fine, because we can kind of gauge. We do have a lot of jobs that would allow a 1 year technician to get their foot in the door and build from there. So that's absolutely fine.
Great. Another question we have here is, are you looking for office staff as well as trades?
So no, right now office staff we're pretty good, mainly focusing on the trades. Don't get me wrong, I think office staff is underappreciated, because I am one of them. But right now we're okay, but they are valued in our trade. And once again, it can't hurt to put it in a resume so that going forward, if we are looking, then I have someone to reach out to.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Anthony. I don't see any other questions here, but if you do have any other questions for Anthony, his contact information will be provided in a follow-up email. So thank you so much, Anthony, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Awesome. And our final employer participating with us is Service Master Sudbury, and joining us from Service Master Sudbury is Angie Adcock. Welcome, Angie.
Thank you so much, Kaylee. My name is Angie, and I work for Service Master, but also for Build North. We're a group of companies. So there's Build North Construction and Service Master. We have 4 different divisions. They include a general contractor, a restoration division, a roofing division, and a janitorial division. We're hiring for all of our divisions, not so much maybe for roofing right now, because we're coming into the winter season. We hire many newcomers to Sudbury, so we're very proud of that, including part-time students, international students, those who are full-time students, and they're allowed to work up to 20 hours a week. So we have a fair number on, particularly in our janitorial group. that are newcomers and students, international students. And I think a lot of them are looking to ultimately make Canada and Sudbury their home. We have work available in the janitorial on weekends, evenings, days. We don't have a graveyard shift, thankfully. So it doesn't all, we're not always looking for people who necessarily in the janitorial have janitorial experience. What we do find we're looking for is people who really do want to work. During this time of COVID, all of our divisions have been deemed essential. So we have been really, really busy these last 6 months. I'm constantly hiring, looking for new talent, adding here, there, and everywhere. The COVID in particular has been a challenge for everybody, but we're finding the need for our janitorial services has greatly expanded. We have many of our clients who are just starting to restaff their offices. Maybe some of them, had people working from home and they're starting to get back into the offices and things. So we're doing a lot of what I call porter cleaning for that, where somebody goes around and all they do all day is this COVID cleaning, which of course includes touch points, ensuring that common areas are always germ-free and so on. But all of our divisions are hiring. We right now have projects going on in Sudbury, Espanola, Little Current, and Gore Bay. So it's quite a wide area, and sometimes it's extremely challenging to staff. But right now there are some construction jobs going on in all of those areas, as well as janitorial. So if anybody out there has a desire, say, to learn more about the carpentry or the building industry, certainly we'd be happy to receive resumes. I think it warrants mentioning that we are not that different from a situation that Brian Welsh was mentioning. Our owners are Anthony and Tracy Nutt, and I tell all the new hires this little tidbit that Tony Anthony was actually a carpenter. When he started this business, he borrowed money from his father-in-law to buy a used van, and that's how he started his business. And he and Tracy have built to now have 4 divisions. We employ over 100 people, all local people. And as I mentioned earlier, we do work as far as Gore Bay and Little Current. So I think it's kind of a nice testament. It shows that we are a local company. We like to support our local people and our local businesses. And of course, we are always looking for employees. And I think that's about all I have. Hello.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, Angie.
Okay.
So are you looking to hire with anyone with experience?
Definitely. Absolutely. Experience is great in the janitorial business. People often undervalue it. They think, oh, well, it's just janitorial. Well, it isn't just janitorial. It's actually kind of technical, especially this day and age, but they don't have to have experience. We're always happy to train people. I'm huge about development. I've worked with a number of the different employment agencies, and sometimes we'll even hire folks with challenges. And I find that when we put a little bit of time into our people, helping them develop, expanding their knowledge, their own expertise, they tend to stay longer, and that's something in our world here. So yes, to your answer, experience is great, but it's not absolutely essential.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We have another question here. How many people are you planning to hire?
Well, in the janitorial, I think we are looking at a big project starting in the new year. We don't have an exact number now, but at this point in time, I'm probably looking anywhere from 6 to 10 people. Though most of those positions will be full-time, a few will be weekend positions. So those tend to be more appealing to some of the students, especially some of the international students, because they are limited to the number of hours. But we're certainly open to receiving resumes from anybody for those positions. For the construction and the restoration division, again, we're always happy to receive resumes. as Brian stated, I like to be able to say to the division managers when they say, oh, I need somebody for this. Oh, wait, here's a perfect resume for you. So for sure, we're happy to receive resumes from everybody who's looking for work.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. One last question here.
Mhm.
Would you hire first or second year apprentice millwrights?
I don't want to say no, but I don't know. I'd have to ask my employer what his situation with that is at this point.
Wonderful. Awesome. Well, I think that brings our time to an end. So thank you so much, Angie, for joining us today.
Thank you.
And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for joining us today. A warm acknowledgement goes to our service providers for helping us bridge the gap, Employment Options Emploi, Professions North, and Northern Policy Institute, and to our employers, Vale, Technica Mining Inc., DMC Mining Services, Greater Sudbury Plumbing and Heating, and Service Master Sudbury. We hope the information shared with you today sparks some interest and that it will ignite a new opportunity for some of you. A friendly reminder to those searching for employment in the Greater Sudbury area to please visit our jobs portal on our website at www.sudburychamber.ca. We will be back tomorrow morning from 10 to 11 a.m. for another virtual job fair session with Plan A Long-Term Care Staffing and Recruitment, Total Nursing Care Inc., Home Instead Senior Care, Desjardins, and St. Joe's Long-Term Care. Thank you all for joining us, and best of luck with your recruitment efforts or your job search. Stay well.